Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. And I think of all the things that you're doing. And in my head I paint a picture. Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess. And I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie?
That's good shit.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Road Hogs podcast, the podcast that I do every so often when I feel like it, when I'm on the road with one of my hogs. Yeah, today we got a returning hog, my opener, Jacob Kendall.
What up?
What up, Jacob?
It's me.
How you doing?
I'm the hog.
How you? And lighting is kind of shitty, but we wanted to show you guys that we're in Connecticut and we're dealing with a snowstorm. Snowstorm came in today. Luckily, our show is across the way at the mall. We're at the Hartford Funny Bone this weekend, but I'm thinking it's gonna be light. And the storm was supposed to start at 5, and at 4:30 it started trickling in.
Yeah. Little early bird special.
Little early bird. Storm said, "I'm in the neighborhood. Do you mind if I just come in now?"
Or like the Road Hogs are in town, but I'm making some snow hogs.
Snow hogs. That's right. So look at this. It's all parking. It's all sticking, and it's the kind of snow that's probably gonna fuck up a few people's lives this weekend.
It's already fucked up my life. My flight got canceled.
Right? Yeah, your flight got delayed, canceled. Right?
Yeah.
Flight got canceled. They moved you to another flight at 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Now I gotta go do a layover in Atlanta.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's a big ass airport.
Both Atlanta and Detroit are big ass airports.
I've never been through Detroit. I was kind of excited about that. I was like, ooh, I get to see what's going on in the D.
Yeah,
See if it's cold in the D.
You would just be in the airport.
Yeah.
Honestly, Atlanta and Detroit airports are very similar.
Really?
Sprawling airports.
Atlanta's my least favorite airport I've been in.
It's got to be one of my top least favorite as well.
It's just so bustling.
Yeah, and it's like,
there's just so much bustle.
oh man, if I got to step on one of those airport trains to like get to another part of the airport.
Yeah, what?
That shit
Like,
pisses me off.
What the fuck is this?
That's why I like LaGuardia near where I am, because Delta has a whole terminal to itself.
Yeah, LaGuardia, it was in and out.
Yeah.
It was like the Indianapolis airport.
Sick
I was
as
like,
fuck.
I feel at home here.
Yeah, you would think you're
I
in a
know
small
exactly.
town. Yeah. You would think you're in a small town at that LaGuardia airport because it's one
I
terminal.
mean, I feel like I'm in a small town in Atlanta airport. Like, the airport is a small town.
I know. Yeah. You know, the Dallas airport has a fucking 7-Eleven in it.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
yeah,
fucking
that was
nuts.
crazy.
That's small town vibes to me. So you're going to change over in Atlanta tomorrow. We're doing 2 shows tonight. Last night we had a couple. They were okay.
Yeah.
It's an interesting town. I would say Hartford, Connecticut isn't a place where as a comedian you wake up and say, "Ooh, I cannot wait for these shows tonight." How would I describe this? The people here.
I wouldn't say this is like a comedy town.
Definitely not a comedy. Definitely not the kind of place like. Definitely not Denver Comedy Works or Comedy on State vibes. Definitely not.
It
New
was
York
kind
City.
of just like something to do. Like, it was like, you know, you're in the mall and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, comedy club. What's going on in here?
You're in the mall. You see the white girl from Wild 'N Out's gonna be up.
Like, oh shit, what's going on?
You stop by, get a couple drinks named after comedians.
And then you go to Dave and Buster's afterwards.
Dave and Buster's. We had dinner at fucking Maggie McFly's. And yeah, mall comedy is similar to casino comedy, but I think like 1 inch better. Because
You think it's better?
I think a little bit better because casinos are already kind of a sadder energy, and casino comedy is like they just need a break from the slots for 1 hour. 1 hour. And they're thinking while you're on stage, shit, she's more of a loss than all the money I lost. And they just want to get back out there because it's kind of a cruise ship vibe to me, a casino. Like you're all in under one roof.
See, I think it's like, I don't know. I thought when we did Albuquerque and we were in the casino,
Yeah.
I thought like, you know, it kind of goes like full circle a little bit. Like you lose all your money, utter devastation, right? And then you're like, well, I guess I'll fucking try to laugh this off.
Yeah.
And then you kind of like bring them back up.
Okay, I always thought
I think it's
lose the money, they're in a bad mood. Then they see us, and they're like, I'm now even a worse mood.
I felt like those shows were hot. But also, you've done way
For
more
sure.
casinos than I have.
Oh, yeah.
That was my
compare
only.
Caseda's Comedy Club to Hartford Funny Bone, for sure.
Yeah.
But I would say overall, mall comedy, from my experience, is. But last night, I don't know, because the second show last night, I would say if you did well in front of that audience, like super well, it's not a good sign of your level of intellect. You don't want to be a killer in Hartford. You
Yeah.
You want it to check you and say, "Oh, I'm actually too intelligent for these crowds." It's the kind of city that.
Or you're like, I'm a dumbass and I'm speaking their language.
Yeah. The second show last night those were the kind of people you lift up a rock and they're underneath.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to think because I was crushing all.
Yeah, Jacob's just murdering.
I was
the whole
murdering
time.
both shows.
Jacob's murdering the whole time. Even though when I got up there, I said, "Are you guys tired of hearing about Jacob's grandpa's dick?"
We're like, yes, thank God.
Yes, we are. And the first show last night was, I thought, pretty good.
They were like that when I was up there. I was just like, you guys sick of hearing this stuff? And
Yeah.
they're like, yes.
Yes,
and I just
we
kept
are.
talking about it.
Yeah. I think the second show on a Friday is always hard because they worked all week.
But I tell you, the Jersey, what is it? I mean, to cut you off, but
Not at all.
those firefighters from Jersey,
Mm-hmm.
they were pretty stoked about it.
I didn't talk to anyone after the second show.
They come to me, they were like, that was awesome. I
That's
was like,
good.
I'm glad I got you guys on board.
I like to keep
Because
people
I
on
might
their
burn
toes.
this place to the ground.
Yes.
And I'm going to need you firefighters
Hilarious.
to come in.
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't go out to meet and greet for the second show. I like to keep people on their toes from meet and greets.
Yeah.
Will she, won't she?
Mm-hmm.
And I also feel like, what's funny about like those two shows is like I had the same exact energy for both shows. I've had shows where the crowd stunk and what are you fucking doing? And then
Yeah.
I kind of phone in the jokes. For both shows last night, I was pretty proud that I kept the same energy. But I don't like meet and greets after like when I think it was kind of a mid show, because then it has me scraping for compliments and try to read them and I don't need to do that.
No.
I'll get off stage knowing I put all my work in. I prodded them how I could my best. And I don't need to do a meet and greet to try to overthink what they said. There's something about setting that boundary
Yeah.
after a show.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, first show was like pretty good. So they were all like, "Oh." Multiple people were like, "I haven't laughed that hard in a long time."
That's
and
a good compliment.
I knew it was a good show, so it didn't like change. But if you have like kind of a tight crowd and then you do a meet and greet, I find myself like kind of like being like, did you have fun? And I don't want to do that.
My go-to is always like, glad you guys had a good time.
Nice.
I'll just,
You make them.
Yeah. They're just like, oh, yeah, it was fun. I'm like, glad you had a great time.
Yeah, I'm glad you came out and fucking rocked it. You guys fucking rocked it. Jacob, why don't you hit me a Zin?
Oh, you want to party?
Yeah, we're in Zin City. Why not?
All right.
Zinners. And so today we saw Keke Palmer's new movie. One of them days. You're not gonna do one? Oh, you have one in?
Yeah.
Jacob got me hooked on the Zins. Not really. It's just like something to do.
Yeah.
It's hard on the road. Just so many hours.
You were curious. You were like, what is that?
Yeah, I was Zin curious, and now I'm in my
I was
Zin.
curious.
And now I'm in my Zen garden over here and feeling relatively Zen. But I will say I'm almost a month mostly vape free.
Yeah.
Mostly. You saw me kind of puffing on one last night, but it was mostly dead. So it's kind of like placebo.
No, you're just taking like a couple of little
Couple of-
toots.
Before progress, because before it was like 24/7.
Yeah.
Puff, 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 puff. I was Puff Diddy. I was Jiggly Puff. I was Puff, puff, pass. I was Puff, puff, don't pass. Past month?
Don't.
Yeah, in the past month, I've been most days no vape, and then occasionally slipping on the road. Or I had a Super Bowl party, and everyone there was vaping, and I was doing shrooms, and I was like, I'm going to vape. I'm going to vape.
Yeah, you're on the shrooms. You're doing
Shrooms,
great.
People in my living room. I feel like I'm doing pretty good.
You stopped the booze completely. You haven't been
Booze
smoking
done.
weed. You just
Weed, 2 weeks off. Feeling good. So it's okay if I slip up on the vape a little bit. And my voice has been a lot better.
Yeah.
That's really what it is for the vaping. Otherwise, I would be still doing it constantly.
You think you get a little hoarse?
Yes. I think what we were talking about, the acid reflux.
Yeah.
The sphincter.
The sphincter,
The
in
sphincter
your...
on the
Is it
top
your
of
liver?
your stomach.
Is it in your stomach?
Stomach.
Okay.
You know how acid reflux works?
I know I have it, but I
Yeah.
don't really know.
It's basically...
We were talking about the little sphincter part, but I was like, is it the liver or is it the stomach?
Yes, it's the stomach.
Okay.
So when you eat food, like your stomach's supposed to break it down and it moves further in that direction. But what happens is people get caught up in bad habits. So, you know, if you eat food late at night, if you lie down after you eat, the food's going to come back up. And that's all acid that comes out. That's acid reflux right there. If you vape, if you smoke weed, there's a thing on your stomach called the sphincter that when you vape and stuff, it relaxes the sphincter. So that door opens and stuff comes back up.
I wonder why it does that.
I don't know.
Nicotine's
all-
like, you know what would make this way better if
Yeah.
that sphincter just opened wide up.
Yeah, I think it just relaxes everything, like interiorly. I just think anything that is like an added chemical that isn't natural to the body is just gonna make it do things it shouldn't do. It's like chemicals in the environment. Same thing.
Tap water.
Tap water, or like, you know, pesticides, and then how it gets into the water, and it just fucks with everything. So if you introduce chemicals through vaping, in the physical smoke can fuck up your system, all sorts of irritants. And then on top of that, acid reflux gets heightened when you eat like tomatoes, tomato sauce,
Like
very
acidic type
acidic,
food.
lemon, vinegar.
That's all I eat.
Yeah. Obviously, there's stuff you can do. The biggest thing for
We've been
me,
hanging out for like 3 days. I've probably eaten pizza like 5 times.
you're like the biggest pizza eater I know. Like anytime, like one time you were like, "Should we get pizza?" And I thought you were joking, but now I know.
Yeah.
You're just a
because it was
pizza
like
guy.
9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and usually people are like, "Let's go get food. Let's go to a restaurant. Let's go get Indian Thai food." You used to say pizza.
I like pizza a lot.
I'm used to people at 2 a.m. being like, "Let's get a slice of pizza," but you're like daytime pizza.
I'm anytime
Which
pizza, really.
we had pizza today.
We did.
And we had pizza on Thursday because Jacob came to New York for the first time in his life.
It was awesome.
On Thursday. He flew to New York.
I felt like a little ant
Yeah.
crawling around.
It is very humbling.
It is.
Yeah.
And everybody else, too, is like everybody's little worker ants.
Yeah, little worker ants just going on our hills, big buildings.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a show on Thursday, Bonnie McFarlane and Rich Voss's show called Would You Bang Him? Classic one that we've done at Skankfest before. And basically it's a panel show with like a bunch of women. And then guys go up and do comedy. And the women say if they would bang him or not.
It's a fun show.
It was fun. It was at Chelsea Music Hall. Rich and Bonnie hosted. I think I got a little too mean at the end.
No, I don't think you were being mean. You were just like roasting.
I thought, yeah, I started roasting and...
It wasn't you're just like, dude, fuck you.
Right.
Fuck your mother.
There's
I hate
yeah,
you.
I know. But you guys, if you guys know Josh Adam Myers, he's a comedian who it's not stand-up.
He was just rocking out. He was doing his songs.
It's like, it would be like, he opened for Jelly Roll.
Really?
He went on Jelly Roll's tour because he like sings. He'll be like,
I could see him being like a
guy with
badass-
the green shirt in the front row. What do you like?
What's your finishing move?
Yeah. What is your finishing move? So Josh went up, did a 15 minutes of sing-songy. And then when it was my turn to say if I would bang him, I said, Rich, what's the old saying? Is those who can't do teach and those who can't do comedy sing?
Yeah, that was good.
And Josh was like, geez, man, it kind of harsh. But
No,
I also
don't
kind
think
of
that
went a
was
little
harsh.
mean.
It was all funny.
I kind of went a little meaner because I know Josh is the kind of guy to like message me in a week and be like, are we good? So I was like,
yeah, you gotta lay it on it a little bit.
I'm a toy with you a little bit.
It's all in jest.
So I toyed with his ass. Then we went out. We got a slice of za. It wasn't my favorite slice, but I thought it was cool because it's the place that Louis goes as an opener. So I thought it'd be in the opening of his show.
Yeah,
So I
it
thought
was
it'd be
cool. I'm
for
glad
you-
we went over there, and that
for you
pizza
to
was
go to
good.
Ben's. Yeah.
That little square thing that I got.
Yeah, you got a little grandma slice.
Yeah, I got a
Everybody
little-
love a grandma slice. And then
was
today
tasty.
we tried New Haven pizza.
Yeah.
Fire.
And we got that
Fire.
grinder.
Oh, we got
There's
a caprese grinder.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh, a little cheese, a little mozzarella, a little balsamic drizzle.
I got that shit in the
Drizzy.
fridge. I'm eating that for
BBL
breakfast for
drizzle.
sure. That was definitely a BBL drizzle.
BBL drizzle. BBL drizzle.
That thing was thick. It was
Balsamic
juicy.
drizzle. Balsamic
It
drizzle.
was sweet.
The guy hosting for us this weekend, his name is Steve, and Steve
me.
looks like he was the first guy to find out about Taking Back Sunday, the band.
Oh,
You ever heard of that
I
band?
thought you meant like he took back Sunday.
Hilarious.
I mean, yeah, I feel
Ooh,
like
that sin is.
Yeah.
Sorry. When it starts dripping.
that's why I love the most.
Isn't it
the
crazy?
drip.
The pain. Someday within the next month, I'll probably throw up from a Zin and never do them again.
Yeah, they will make you throw up.
Yeah. There was one time I was dating a guy and he stressed me out so much that I lost so much weight. And I was just puffing on a vape all day.
Oh shit! I thought you meant like you were throwing up from the guy.
No. I was dating him and it was making me so anxious that I would like forget to eat. And there's one day I vaped all day. I got to the cellar. I threw up in the bathroom because I took a hit of the vape and was like, bleh.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you're like an abused puppy.
I know. Yeah, it was so
That's
fucked.
like you go to like you see a dog like at the pound or something.
Yeah.
Or like you like go and then they're just very like.
Yeah, that was me.
You're like, what's going on with
so
you, man?
fucked up.
Hey.
It was so fucked up. It was a whole year of fucked upness.
Sheesh.
You ever been in a toxic relationship?
Nothing like toxic that like I didn't get out of.
Right.
Like
You saw the flags and then left?
yeah, like I feel like I do a pretty good job of just being like, all right, like this isn't good. Goodbye.
Yeah. I'm better now, but that relationship I got sucked in because we had chemistry. But then he started being really mean to me. But then I thought like maybe that's just how relationships with chemistry are.
That's a dangerous thought.
Yeah. I was like
But I do like,
was
I
maybe
enjoy
it's
a
that
little passion.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's that passion. Maybe he has to say I'm being fucking annoying.
I like the passion. Like I do enjoy an argument, which that I might be a little toxic myself.
Okay.
But not if it's the same argument.
Yeah, and not if it's unjustified.
Oh yeah, definitely not unjustified.
Like the kind of guy who, I showed him that like Trevor Wallace followed me on Instagram and he blew up on me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's like, I was like, I'll be better about showing you stuff. He was like, oh, shut the fuck up. And then like he took a drive, came back, and he was like I was sitting down, he was kneeling at my feet. I'm so sorry. I'm so afraid of losing you.
Kneeling.
Kneeling at my, like begging. That's like a Renaissance painting.
That is a Renaissance
Like,
painting.
yeah.
Like, but then it's just like what it's called is like I got told fuck you
Yeah.
earlier, and
Yeah.
then now the begging.
Yeah, guy begging for her
Guy
to stay
begging
after he
he
said shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
And then those kind of guys will blow up on you and then get mad at you for not coming back immediately. Like the rest of the day he was like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
In your arm, like,
yeah.
what's up?
What's wrong? You look so sad. Bruh. Such a whirlwind. Luckily we were long distance, so I saw him like a total of like 15 times.
That's like almost like an intimidation tactic.
Yeah, it is.
Like hit you on the arm, be like, relax.
Yeah, it is.
Relax, or I will not be able to relax.
I
And
know,
you don't
right?
want me to not be able to relax.
So you're like,
Yeah, that's not good.
not good at all.
My experience is like, what's wrong with you? You got too drunk at the bar. You're falling over. And he's like, shut the fuck up. I'll drink as much as I want.
She's saying that to you?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
And then, like, we're having like an argument or whatever, but then it's like, sex afterwards. And it's like, you know what? Maybe she wasn't all that bad at the bar.
The sex.
But then it's like, wait a minute. This is like every time we hang out.
Yeah. Once you start picking up patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I started picking up patterns with that guy, and then
I'm just like, you're doing too much. I can't keep doing this.
Yeah, seriously. Dude, I don't know. You trying to get out there? Are you on the apps or no?
No, I'm not on the apps. I want to meet a woman in the wild.
Yeah.
That's what I'm into. Plus, I feel like I don't really do as well on the apps. Like, I feel like if like a woman like meets me in person, then it does good. But like, I don't know. I don't do pictures very well. I mean, I'm not very good at like I'll be like, what's up? I'm Jacob. What do you think? Like, that's kind of like my bio.
Yeah. It's so awkward. It's so shallow too.
Yeah, like
The idea of like swiping right and left is so like gross. It's like
yeah.
our ancestors would be horrified.
Yeah, I just don't think that that's something that like I would be received too well, like off like the screen basis.
Yeah, for sure.
But like if I like go up and I'm like, hey, how are you doing? Like what's up? I'm Jacob. Then they'd be like, okay, like this guy's cool.
Yeah, because you got some riz.
Yeah.
You're easy to talk to.
Get some conversation
I've
going.
seen after shows, bitches come up to you.
They do. And I'm like, hello. Glad you had a great time.
Classic.
Classic.
So we're in Hartford. We saw Keke Palmer's movie
Yeah, that was
today.
fun. That was a good movie.
One of them days.
I enjoyed that.
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. Basically, the premise is Keke and her roommate SZA. You'd
Yes.
think they had money.
Yeah. They definitely like their skin complexion said that they had money. Their skin was very clear.
Yeah, they were definitely
They're like
the
struggling
hottest
for
bitches
rent.
I've seen in my life.
Like, yeah.
SZA's like gorgeous, and she's like, bitch, I don't have that. But it is actually, bitches are bitches. Like, black. I would say most black women are beautiful.
Yeah, black don't crack.
Yeah, they're gorgy, and you will have
Definitely.
them. You'll have them struggling. They'll be struggling.
And
So,
that honestly is kind of
it
the
would be
move,
less
like,
relatable as two like hot white girls, just because of the systemic
Yeah.
stuff that happens to black people. Like black people are so hot, and they have it the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
They're the most beautiful people in the world. So
Yeah.
it is like.
You can't have it all. You just can't have it all.
But the premise was Keke and her roommate. They got to make their rent by the end of the day, or they're gonna get evicted.
Yeah.
Which that's my favorite kind of movie. Like one day to get something done.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Where's My Car? Harold and Kumar. What are other one day movies?
One day movies.
I don't know. I love
Friday.
Yeah, I love like a journey like that.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. And she who else was in there? Keke. Oh, Cat Williams was funny as fuck.
Yeah, he was like homeless, but like
But
it made me laugh the way that
insightful.
like they like saw him for the first time. They're like, who are you? Like, what's
Yeah.
your thing? He's like, don't go in there.
Yeah, because they went
And then
to.
at the end of the movie, they were like, oh man, you always been good to us, Lucky.
I know, I love that. They're like, Lucky, I was looking for you everywhere.
Like, what's up, dog? Like, what? Like, you
Yeah.
just met that homeless
Yeah, I
man
love
3
that.
hours ago.
I love how he was the most insightful one, because they
Yeah.
were going into the place to get cash.
He's like, I'm around all these white people. I don't have a sword or nothing.
Yeah. He was like, don't go in there. Don't go in there. The lady giving out the loans was hilarious.
Yeah, she was pretty funny.
She was hateable.
She was hateable.
For sure. I used to have a joke that was because she laughed at the girl's credit score.
Yeah.
I used to have a joke about bank tellers having the best poker faces. Because I always imagine them like being
They
like,
just look at the screen. They're like, oh my.
yeah. I always imagine them being like,
Their life is in
you have
shambles.
$8. That's fucking nuts, dude. So that was cool seeing that played out. Then we got some New Haven pizza. Overall, not a bad vibe. I'm hoping for 2 fun shows because it's a storm.
Yeah.
So those are always the best because
We're going to make it fun.
We're gonna make it fun.
This is going to be fun regardless.
and
We're
if
going to go in there.
it's full, I actually might be kind of pissed.
Really?
Yeah, because then they make me do work, but it won't be full.
Honestly, if it's full, I'm going to get a little bit like riled up.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be like, wow, look at this group. They've fucking came and they've weathered the storm for us.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do something crazy.
Right. Something nuts.
Something new.
Ooh, I could bring a snowball on stage and throw it at them.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be
we
funny.
could have like weapons.
That'd be funny. Just bring a fucking machete out
Just
there.
go up and be like, snowball fight.
Yeah,
Like,
what the
what?
fuck? Whole place. But I'm gonna say it's not because last night was Valentine's Day, so they were coming out for their date night.
Yeah.
And tonight,
Those were the hot crowds.
yeah, tonight's definitely. I think people are like if it's starting now, people probably bought tickets.
If you
and
got
went-
stalkers in Connecticut, they're coming to this one.
yeah, they're all covered in snow. Maddy.
They're like, all right, shovel the snow
Maddy.
to the exits.
Yeah.
We'll get her this time.
Yeah, dude. We'll see. What else?
Train was crazy.
We took a train yesterday.
Yeah, first time being on a train too. That was
first
wild.
train ever?
Yeah.
Jeez, Jacob.
I know, man. You're
My
just taking me
God.
out here. You're opening up the world for me.
First
It's
time in New
crazy.
York, first time in Baltimore, first time in Hartford, first time on a train. I kind of pushed the train a little bit because I got a salad at the train station, and the guy was like, "You got 1 minute to get on that train."
Yeah, they were not fucking around on the
Yeah.
train. Like,
Yeah.
there was no, like,
Yeah.
you're like, you're either on that train or you're not
Yeah.
on that train.
We made it to the last car.
We
And
have
of
a
course, the
deadline.
last car, he was like, we're getting rid of this car in New Haven, so you're going to have to move. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, he's like, you get your asses up. But
Yeah.
then he was like, by the way, big fan.
I know, yeah. He was like, you guys got to get out of this car. Were you performing this weekend?
I'm like, I know those guys.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? He looked at you. He was like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, when he looked, I was like, wait a minute,
like, both
dude.
you
I was like,
guys.
her, yeah, but
Yeah, he's
me.
like, he looked at my hat. He's like, Madhouse, shout out. He was like, yeah, duh. I'm like, what? Maybe he watches Road Hogs.
Maybe,
yeah.
I hope you're watching this guy.
Guy on the train. I definitely have seen him on the Amtrak before.
Really?
Yeah, there's only so many conductors.
Okay.
It's a good gig though, being an Amtrak guy.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they have to do
salary,
much.
Good pension too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good gig.
Probably get benefits.
Cool outfits. I took a train with I took a train with Brendan Zagalo once. We were coming back from Boston, and one of the guys was talking to us, and Brendan asked, like, you ever on a train that went off the rails? And the guy was like, it's kind of something you don't ask. It was like asking like a veteran, like, if he ever killed anyone. He got really serious.
That doesn't happen unless you're like.
It does though.
Does it?
Yes.
The only time I ever have heard about any type of train, actually, like, I got reminded that we still have fucking trains when that, like, chemical leak happened in Ohio or Pittsburgh or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like a year ago.
Yes.
I was like, oh yeah, that's right. We still do that.
What happened with that?
I don't know. Like, waste got into like the air and the water, and it was like a big ordeal.
Oh yeah. Kind of like
and
a
everybody
Flint
was
vibe.
kind of like, how the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, Flint vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forgot about that. There's been a couple I mean, I'm surrounded by trains because I'm in New York. So
Yeah,
there's the
definitely a lot of
subway,
trains
there's the
in that
Metro
motherfucker.
North, there's the New Jersey Transit, Amtraks, and I feel like all the time from New York, there's always derailed Jersey Transits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pretty nutty. But I like a train. It zooms, and they're very rarely affected by weather. Fucking
just
planes.
Hardly ever like think about it, you know, because like in Indianapolis, like you drive everywhere,
Yeah.
or like, you know, you might take like the city bus or like
Big might on that.
big might.
Dude, people taking city buses.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No. When I lived in Rochester, New York, which actually has similar vibes to Hartford, like pretty kind of a desolate city.
Yeah.
I had a Toyota Corolla, shout out.
Gang.
Yeah. But it was old. It was a 2003. I guess it wasn't that old, but it was just run down. And I was working. It was winter 2015.
Mm-hmm.
In Rochester, winters are crazy.
Yeah, I bet.
The winter after college, I had a Corolla, no money. I was making $800 a month at the job that I worked at. And my Corolla was not able to stand the winter. Winter we dealt with was like, you would see like 2 weeks straight of like -20.
Fuck.
And then it would go up to 10, 20 degrees. You're like, woo.
Did anybody
Feels good
freeze?
out
Anybody
here.
freeze to death?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely people freeze to death. And one morning, my car wouldn't start. And I looked up like how to take the bus to work. It was like 4 hours.
Damn.
Because city buses are not, they're there,
Yeah.
but they're not a good transit system. You got to like take a bus here, take a bus there, go to the center of the city, take another bus, blah, 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 take it out. Not useful at all.
I've never taken a city bus. I've driven past the bus stops, and I've seen a couple like scraps at the bus stop. So I'm like, I can't imagine what's gonna go down.
Yeah.
On the bus.
Oh, yeah, and then also they're fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
There's like teenage stabbings
Yeah.
because all the city kids go on there.
They're like, give me your seat, old man.
Yeah, please, no.
I'm not gonna give you my seat, young fellow.
Please, no. That's why it's like, yeah, not to get onto the immigration thing, but if you deport all the immigrants, like, okay, so the people who live in cities, they're not going to be able to get out to take, like, you know, a lot of immigrants are doing field work and stuff like that. People in cities don't have cars to get out to take those jobs.
This is
So you're going to put them on buses and take them out there? I just don't think anti-immigration is the way to go.
I don't really know what to think about all that. It doesn't really like affect me. Like, I don't really go places, and I've never had to be like, damn, I don't know if I'll get a job.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I feel like America is huge. Like we have so much space.
Yeah.
It's not like we're like India, like overflowing with people.
Yeah.
A billion people in this small space. We have space. We have a whole cities that are run down. You could put people.
This is very true.
We have space galore.
Gary, Indiana, for one.
You
of them.
tell me, you drive from Indianapolis to Fort Wayne. There's a lot of space there.
Ton of space. I don't know. Like the only thing that like scares me about that is like, you know, you like watch Fox News and you see like, oh, like they're letting in criminals.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know like how bad the situation is, but they're like, I saw like on the news, they're talking about like in Colorado or something, like a Venezuelan gang, I think, like took over like an apartment complex.
Oh, word.
Like they're just like, yo, you guys got to get out. This is our thing now.
Okay, so then my thing is, then put them in the military.
Like, yo,
If they got some fighting style, then put them.
That is kind of genius.
Like, because the military is its own gang.
You're like,
right?
Guys, listen,
I gotta.
it's fucked up what you're doing here, but we like your style.
Yeah, so
we could really use you.
We could pivot that energy, in my opinion. If America's so obsessed with its defense budget, put the immigrants.
Like they go up to the apartment complex, like in Rambo.
Yeah.
When when he got him from the prison.
Yeah.
He's like, we need you to do a job.
Exactly.
For us.
Yeah, have them do jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Pivot that energy, because they're always gotta be kind of bad boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do need a few bad boys.
You need some bad boys. That's good energy.
Yeah.
Throw them.
But you don't need them in like, you know, apartment complexes and stuff.
No.
You need them in like Kuwait.
Yeah.
You need them in like.
Yes.
Like, listen,
we
if you
need them to take
change
down-
sides,
Yes.
we need you to change sides.
Come on our side and go fight the ISIS gang.
Yeah.
Fight Al Qaeda or whatever they are.
That would be pretty cool.
You know, we can pivot. We
Venezuelan gang members versus Al Qaeda.
Right? I don't know. Just saying.
No, I feel you. Yeah, you're trying to like, I get what you're saying. Like, you know, people got applicable skills.
If they want to come in here, they can. How about if immigrants come, they can come if they do 1 year in the military.
Damn near, that'd be cool.
1 or 2, and then they
Yeah.
come out, and then they can.
That's a pretty good deal.
I'm not.
That's a great deal.
If the men, women, whatever, pull through.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Stay on base.
Something to think about.
Yeah. Cook us food on the base.
Yeah, there could be other ways too. That sounds more anti-immigration than. Do I sound MAGA right now?
No.
I just feel like if people want to come here,
We're just philosophizing.
it's
really.
the whole, like, when you think about it, it's just the world. The world as a whole, we all live here.
Yeah.
So the border thing it's not real. It's not that real, right?
Nothing's real unless you make it real.
Right.
Like, I mean, before, like, you know, people started coming over here, it was just like Native American tribes.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody's just kind of running around.
Everyone was
doing
just
their
running
thing.
around. It was
Yeah.
just the world.
I mean, like, yeah, like, obviously they were, like, killing each other and stuff, but
Right.
it was, like, pretty, like, you know, nomadic.
Yeah, I was like.
But then, they came in and were like, you know what? We need to start taxing people. This is our land.
Yeah.
That's your land.
Yeah, we're gonna bring
oh,
some-
wait, there's oil on your land? Let me just pick you to another
can you
land.
go over there and open a casino?
Yeah, so, I mean, like, you know, if you just look, I mean, outside, you know, we could pretty much do whatever we want out there, but that's not
Right.
our land.
Right, that's not my land. That's the snow's land at this point.
Physically, you could do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if I wanted to walk to Mexico, I bet I probably could. I don't think, I mean, they might be like, hey, what are you doing? And I'd just be like, hey, I'm walking here.
Right. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I don't know. I only saw one Rambo, and it was the one.
Rambo's awesome.
Which one did I see? The most. I think I saw the most
Did you
recent
watch
one.
First Blood?
What that was? What happened in it?
That was the first one.
No,
So-
I didn't see that.
Rambo, like, comes in, and it starts with him. He's just, like, walking. He's got his duffel bag.
He's walking here.
Yeah, he's walking here. And, like, the cop pulls up to him. He's like, hey, what are you doing, boy? Like, the cop just, like, had some sort of issue with him walking. And he was like, I'm going here. And he's like, what do you want to do that for, man? Just turn around. He was
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what? I'm taking you in. And then took him to jail. And, like, unbeknownst to them, he's, like, this badass Green Beret.
Right.
And so they take him to jail. And then he's like, you know what? This is fucking bullshit. I'm not going to do this. And they try to get his fingerprint, but he wouldn't, like, comply, really. So they started, like, hosing him. And then he breaks out of the jail, hides out in the forest. They're like, we need to go find this guy. Now we got a beef.
Yes.
And, yeah. So then he, like, fights a bunch of them. I don't think he kills any of them.
He's
I think
very,
he just wounds them.
right. He's very.
He just lets them know that like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm better than all of
Rambo's
you.
the kind of guy to be like to run back into a building and save like the enemy. Like he doesn't deserve that.
It depends, because
Which, by the way, if that was me, I'd be
in
like, boom, boom,
Thailand,
boom, down.
He definitely killed a lot of
Word.
Vietnamese
Okay.
people and Russian people.
I saw the one where his niece or something gets taken. She gets
Ooh,
captured.
That's the most recent. I haven't seen
yeah,
that
okay,
one.
that was the one I saw with. I was opening for Dan St. Germain in
Nice.
Burlington, and he was like, "Headliner Street, I'll take you to a movie I want to see." And he made us sit one seat apart. He was like, "You're not with the Me Too stuff." I was like, "Dan, come on."
Wait, what?
Dan was like, "Let's keep a seat between us." I don't.
Oh,
At the movie
he's
theater.
like, just in case.
Yeah. Just in case your ass tries to pull some shit. He literally was like, "Me too." I'm like, "Okay, Dan, you're weird." But yeah, so his niece got trafficked into Mexico, so he had to go down there and find her.
God, dude,
Yeah.
what a mistake on their part.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right? They fucked
Those
with the wrong
idiots.
guy. They fucking with the wrong guy.
Like, whose fucking niece is this? Rambo's?
Yeah. Oh,
You
fuck.
took her?
Oh,
you
why
crazy
do you
fuck?
know you don't fuck with Rambo?
You don't you know?
What the fuck are you doing, dude? That's the last guy we want to be fighting with.
He's like, yeah, it's like that John Wick.
I never
He's
saw
like-
any of those.
No? Oh,
I saw The Wicker Man. Unrelated though, right?
who's that?
That's some Nicolas Cage movie.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage kind of a badass too.
I never
though.
saw any John Wick movies.
John Wick's. I like the first one. The first one's pretty cool, but then
Yeah.
they kind of get a little bit just like so far out there.
Yeah.
But the first one is like, they see him. He's got this badass car. He's like, "Yo, man, how much for the car?" He's like, "Not for sale." They're like, "All right," and they shoot his dog.
Right.
And they're like, and then they go back to the house or whatever. This is like the son of the big mob boss, and the mob boss is like, "What did you fucking do
Right.
today?" And he's like, I shot this guy's dog." He's like, "Do you know whose dog that's John Wick's dog.
No.
John Wick is a man of focus.
Yes.
I saw him kill 2 people with a pencil." And he's like, "Oh my god,
Oh fuck. You know what's crazy is like
he's the boogeyman."
I was looking up showtimes for the movies today, and I don't know who's getting the memos, but there's a Captain America out, and I had no idea. Like, I look up showtimes, it's 18,000 options to see Captain America. Who is that being
Yeah, when we were walking
advertised to?
to
I didn't even know.
when we were walking into the like showroom, it was like every other one was like Captain America at
Yeah.
1:30, Captain America at 12
Captain America,
o'clock,
yeah,
Captain
yeah.
America at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then
I
it
didn't
was-
even know.
Yeah,
Who does that go to? There was Captain America popcorn bins and
just nerds,
nerds.
just nerd shit.
They know. They just
Nerds
know
and
when all
children.
that comes out. The Marvel people know.
Well, there's like
Like
you
I
know,
didn't even. I didn't even know.
There's like the big thing now after, because I guess like half the heroes got like
Laid off.
destroyed. Yeah,
Oh.
basically by Thanos. They were like, "Yo,
Recession.
there's too many of these motherfuckers."
Listen,
We need
we
Thanos
love
to
you
come
guys
in.
all, but we got to make some budget cuts. So
Yeah.
America's staying, but Ant-Man, you're out.
Ant-Man's out.
I don't even know if those are the same. Is Captain America related to Avengers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what's the difference between Marvel and DC? Like, who's in Marvel and who's in DC?
They're just like two different things. So DC is like Superman, Batman,
Okay.
all those folks.
Spider-Man is where?
Marvel.
Oh.
Yep.
So Superman
Marvel's
and Spider-Man
like
don't
all
even
the
know each
Stan
other.
Lee shit.
Who's Batman?
Batman is DC.
And who is Michael Bay?
Batman.
Really?
Well, Michael Bay is the director, yeah?
Yeah.
And he does all like the explosions and whatnot.
He doesn't do Marvel?
I think he does DC.
Okay. So Marvel's Captain America, the Avengers, Hulk,
Yes.
Ant-Man.
Yes.
Who else?
Captain Marvel.
Oh, that's someone?
Yeah, they
Who
got.
plays that?
I don't know who plays that guy.
Okay, who else?
Scarlett Johansson. I think her name's Black Widow or something.
Oh, okay, yeah, Madam Web.
She doesn't really do any like web stuff. She
But was
just,
Madam Web Marvel?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one.
I don't know any of these. And what about like the Joker?
The Joker's DC.
Oh, okay.
I know
okay.
that.
So I think I'm more of a DC gal.
Yeah.
I saw one Avengers, And what I was shocked in was how many celebrities were in it.
Yeah, it's packed with celebs.
Like celeb after celeb. Mm-hmm. So no wonder they had to fire a bunch of people.
Yeah, those
because
movies
their whole
cost
budget's
like
going to fucking Paul Rudd.
to make.
Yeah, seriously.
Paul
So they
Rudd's
killed a bunch
fucking
of
loaded.
they killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, because in the one the Infinity Wars movie, Thanos, he got all the Infinity Stones.
Thanos.
Yeah.
Is that Jason Momoa?
No, Jason Momoa is Aquaman.
Oh, okay. Who plays Thanos?
I don't know. It's like I think it was the same guy from Hellboy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
the demon guy.
Yeah.
I don't know that actor's name, but yeah, he like got all the stones, and his whole
The
thing was
Rolling
like,
Stones.
no, the Infinity Stones. Basically, the Rolling Stones, because he pretty much rocked out with them.
Word.
And killed
Love that.
half everybody.
Good one. Give me shelter. Am I right?
Yeah. That's what it was all about. He was like, well, he was very anti-immigration.
Oh, okay.
He was like, there's way too many fucking
I definitely
immigrants.
feel like those superheroes have like the superhero movies have like an undertone of Republican vibes.
Yeah, well,
Like
they're
they
all about
send
like
Republican
justice.
messages.
They're
Like they're very like anti-immigration, transphobic, which is weird because they're superheroes. So superheroes are transitioning. Like they're the original trans.
they're transitioning into mutant freaks.
Yeah. Like
That sounded horrible, but that's not what I meant.
they were
to
talking
say.
about the superheroes though.
Yeah.
Not trans people. Although some of them could use some work.
I was just trying to be funny. But yeah, like they're very what's the word I'm looking for? Justice, I guess.
Yes, they
I'm gonna
are.
say justice
Yeah.
again.
They're justice. Like the Marvel superheroes are definitely anti-DEI.
Yeah.
They don't like DEI.
Well, I mean, shit. If you're like green, they'll be like,
Right.
"Ooh, we could use one of these.
You get one of these.
We need a Hulk."
Yeah, we could use one green guy.
Yeah.
But if more green guys come in, we're gonna have to put some policies in place.
Yeah, the Hulk is the DEI.
Yeah. Are there
Thanos-
black people in those?
Yeah, Captain America's black.
No.
He is now. After
Who is
Thanos, he killed
The preview I saw was a white guy. Who is it?
black dude.
Really?
Shit.
I looked up Showtimes and he was a black guy or a white guy. I'm looking it up.
You're about to freak out. I forget the dude's name. I'm not very good with acting.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it's the Anthony Mackie. Now, wasn't Anthony Mackie in something else? 8 Mile?
Yeah, he was the rich guy that opposed Eminem.
Yep.
He was the rich op.
Yeah. Yeah. You went to private school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. God, 8 Mile is such a good fucking movie.
I watched it the other day.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
So good. Brittany Murphy's so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the blonde chick?
The girl in it.
Yeah, she's hot in like a trashy way.
Yeah. She's dead, you know.
No.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
What?
Yeah.
How'd she die?
Sorry to burst your bubble.
Fuck.
She died.
Now I won't get to like be like, hey, what's up? I'm glad you had a great show.
Brittany Murphy's story is tragic. She died. She's definitely addicted to drugs, and had an eating disorder. And she started dating this guy who.
Damn, she took that role a little too seriously. Huh?
I know, right? I know. He sucked the life out of her. She died, and there's still like speculation about how she actually died.
Shit.
Kind of like, do you know about Amy Winehouse?
Yeah.
You know she's dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I still jam to Valerie.
Oh, so fucking. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. And I think of all the things that you're doing. And in my head I paint a picture. Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess. And I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie?
That's good shit.
That's
That's a great
There's a
song.
couple different versions too. Did you hear the Mark Ronson one where it's like, all right, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. It's a little fast.
Damn, no, I haven't heard that.
Ooh, it's good. Amy Winehouse died, and she had a boyfriend who was basically like feeding her drugs.
Jesus.
Yeah, overdose. And
Didn't
she
they come out with like not like a documentary, but it was like a bio.
There was a
movie?
biopic and it sucked.
Really?
I didn't see it, but it was like bad. Yeah. Shame. Shame, 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 right?
It is a tragedy, man. She was so talented.
So
and
talented.
So cool
So
seeming.
like classic, like mature style for her age.
Yeah,
like
because she
singing
was
like
young when she passed away.
yeah,
huh?
27.
Damn.
And singing like
The
songs that you
27
would have heard
Club.
like 50 years ago. Like such an old school style.
Old soul.
Big beehive on her head. Old soul for sure. Musical genius.
God, it's devastating.
So sad.
It does hit differently when like a really like talented artist passes away.
Yeah, it's fucked.
And they share their art with the world and it's just gone. It's like where'd it go?
And they were like
The thing that I
so
liked.
talented, but so what comes sometimes with that kind of creative talent is like addiction.
Yeah, or just like I mean you got to be crazy to like
Yeah.
be so creative. Like I don't like Van Gogh chop his ear off for a prostitute.
Van Gogh was nuts. Faux show.
But like
Faux show.
that dude could fucking
That
paint
dude
like
could fucking
no
paint.
other.
Y'all ever see them sunflowers?
Yeah, man.
Y'all ever see them haystacks? Van Gogh can go.
He goes.
But you know
And
he
then
was a
went.
nut. You know his friends were like, I haven't seen him in forever. I
Yeah,
don't
what do
know
you
where
think
he
that
is.
is? You think it's just because like you go so far
You go.
like, out of the
You
box?
Van Gogh so far out of the box.
Like Kanye, he's like tweeting like all
Yeah.
that Nazi stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just party. I really don't know.
I think it might be kind of like the same thing as like doing comedy at a casino.
Yeah.
But like, you know, like the audience, right? Like you go so far into despair, you lose all your money, or like you go
Yes.
so far into like, you know, creating music, you know what I mean? Like where it's just you come like so far out of the box that you end up putting yourself in the box, the Nazi box
Oh, yes.
or the drinking box.
Yes. Yes. It's very intriguing, isn't it?
Yeah, like you have to like shut yourself down.
Yeah. Right.
Or you just like you go so far away from the norm
Yeah. That you keep
find
going and
yourself
going. You keep going and going. Maybe.
in a fucking anti-Semitic.
I don't know.
rant.
Kanye is so obsessed with the Jews. It's wild.
Well, I don't know. His whole thing has always been like, I want to make like what's not cool cool.
Mm-hmm.
And for a little while, he was like successfully pulling it off. Like he was like wearing like dorky clothes.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like-
His fashion line was kind of like trash bags and stuff, and yeah, I would give $10,000 to go back to the gold digger era,
Yeah,
graduation,
so that's great.
homecoming. Do you think about me now and then? Do you think about me now and then? Oh, 'cause I'm coming home again.
Maybe we should start again.
Maybe just start again. Bam, bam, flashing lights, like no.
Flashing
Lights.
lights.
Oh, such.
Yeah.
Oh, that album is like fire.
I don't know. When he comes out with a new album, I'm still gonna fucking listen to it.
Yeah, I haven't listened in a while, only because they don't push his stuff anymore. Like the institutions don't push him.
Yeah.
I think the last album that I got into was the one with the black skinhead on it. Yeah.
What was that? Is that 808s and Heartbreaks?
No,
or-
there was the one after it, I think. The one that has... I thought 808 and Heartbreaks had Heartless on it.
Yeah.
How could you be so heartless?
Yeah. what
In
was
the
that
night,
album?
I hear it all. Greatest story ever told. Somewhere far along the road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. And then it was the album with like the CD on it.
Yes.
And
maybe it was Yeezus.
it was Yeezus, and that the last one was Pablo, Life of Pablo.
No. So the
The last one I listened to.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, Life of Pablo was great.
that one crazy because he got a little gospel on there.
Yeah. You're the
How could you
only
get so
power.
high? Can we get higher?
So high.
Oh no, that's a different. That's Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yes.
The one.
Life of Pablo had the one with Kid Cudi.
Yes.
And
Life.
he was like,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
I remember when that like.
Yeah.
So that
Oh, yeah.
album was about to come out, and then they like leaked snippets of that song.
Yes.
And like everybody was like freaking out because it was so good. Like when it started, it was like, what did he say? He's like,
Pablo had the one with like, we on the ultralight beam, we on the ultralight beam, this is a country.
Yeah.
This is everything. And that was the same time Chance the Rapper was coming out with ooh, 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 I'm gonna say you like I should. Mm-hmm. All the God stuff, like all the
that's when he was like getting into the God, because they came out. The song I was thinking about was "Father Stretch My Hands."
Yeah,
and he was like had Metro Boomin.
Yeah, and
you're the only power. Power.
And then it was famous. Man, I cannot be.
The podcast has just turned to me.
I know,
just
going over our favorite songs.
But like that came out. Like the snippet, and everyone's like, "Yo, this shit's fucking awesome!" Like, I can't wait for this to come out. And then it played, and then like his first like bar is, "If she just bleached her asshole and I get bleach on my t-shirt, I'm gonna feel like an asshole."
Yes.
I was like, "What,
She's
bro?
bleeding my asshole. I'm bleeding my t-shirt."
Yeah.
Meet moot. And that had the.
It was literally a minute meet moot.
Yeah, minute eat ooh, and that also had the song that was like, ooh.
Wolves, yes, the wolf song. I like that though.
Fade, and then the good one to run to on that song is Fade.
Yeah.
How does that go again? Oh yeah. Boom, 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 boom. But then this album, Yeezus.
Yeah, you run to that. You can really feel the fat fade.
Yeezus was, I can't handle my liquor, but these bitches can't handle me.
He's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
He's the Van Gogh like rap.
Yeah. You can't like disqualify his fire out, because you go back, it's like fire.
It's unbelievable.
I'm like, and whenever I talk about Kanye, I'm like, this song's good. Oh wait, this song's good too. Oh wait, this song's good too.
What he's really done is like forced everybody to kind of just like be like recognize his genius, because it all just like comes down to like, damn, this dude fucking sucks, but these albums are undeniable.
Yeah, they
like
are.
every person like you talk to about like Kanye or I've talked to is just like, yeah, dude, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But goddamn, he did Graduation.
Yeah, I know. Graduation was so fucking good. Good morning. Ooh. Oh, Good Life. Welcome to the good life.
Never live.
And then Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Yeah.
Fire.
All amazing.
Fire. Everything I Am.
Yeah.
Oh, did we already say that one?
No, but it's just...
Everything I
I'm just going to keep saying yeah, because they're all
Fire.
fucking awesome.
Late Registration. Heard him say, oh, 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 oh. Pop, 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 I heard him say, oh, touch the sky.
Touch the sky.
Fuck me in the ass.
Dude.
And he's good at sampling like old ass songs.
Yeah. He's great.
And Watch the Throne. Listen to that
He's
in
great
college.
At making music. He is
Watch
a
the
Nazi, but
Throne.
he
No
is
Church
cool
in the
at making
Wild.
music.
Otis. You make it easier to bear. Oh. But that's it. That's our homage to Kanye.
Shout out to Kanye.
Shout out to Kanye. And that's another episode of the Road Hogs podcast.
Hog Life.
Only on YouTube, whenever we feel like it. We'll see you guys next time. As usual, you can find my dates at maddysmithcomedy.com. Coming to Phoenix and DC, Denver. Just added Fort Collins, Albuquerque, and Fort Collins and Tulsa, Oklahoma. So come out there. And Jacob, where can we find you, biatch?
Check me out on Instagram, JacobKendall69. I'll be with Maddy on some of those dates. I think I'll be out with her in Phoenix, Chicago,
yep,
Tulsa.
One night in Chicago.
Yeah, we're going to eat some pizza out there for sure.
For sure. And you can also sometimes find Jacob opening for Camp Patterson.
Yep.
If they still think you're cool, because you didn't drink with them this past weekend.
Yeah, I was being a little bit of a Debbie Downer.
But I think black people respect, like, when you hold your boundaries.
Yeah, there
like
was
that.
no, like, they weren't like, hey, what are you doing? You're not drinking,
No,
loser?
I think they're more like, he's cool.
Yeah.
Whereas white people are like, come on!
It was a good time. I like those guys.
He's a cool guy. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.